Hey everybody, happy Tuesday. We're at Full Sail University. We're here for the announcement of the lineup of the 2016 Vans Warped Tour. So the lineup was leaked actually over the weekend. They're going to make their official announcement tonight. There's supposed to be bands playing live, some other stuff going on. It's at the same arena that they normally tape NXT at. The event's being streamed all over the internet and it's closed to the general public. But we got tickets through Full Sail University, so thank you, Full Sail. So look at that spot. That's behind the last people in line. Jesse is one of the last people in line. We've got that in front of us to get in here. We ran into Brady, who's now filming the line. He's trying to hold the camera as steady as possible. What is he doing here with this Newfound Glory t-shirt? Could they be a band that's going to be announced tonight? We don't know. So the line has grown here. Look at this back there now. It's getting bigger and bigger.
But they're going to be in the shade.
That is a selling point of standing in the back. We made it in! This is what it looks. It's all general admission instead of the wrestling ring. Normally there's bleachers up all over here for wrestling, and here, and there, and the entranceway is normally there for NXT, but not today. We get a stage and we get bands and excitement. There's a 5150 head up on top of that cabinet.
Before we get started tonight, I want to knock down a couple rumors out there. And I'm really sad about the first rumor. The first rumor, no, My Chemical Romance is not reuniting for the Vans Warped Tour. I wish! And Gerard, the invitation is always open, you guys. You know that, the Warped Tour is always open. They can come back if they want. And the second one that got started, and it still kind of percolates out there, that we've set an age limit on Warped Tour, you know? That anyone can come to Warped Tour. It's open for anyone.
I heard you. Wait.
No one can be too young for Warped Tour.
I heard, wait, you can be too old, right?
No, that's not true. Less than Jake is on Warped Tour.
And I know you're going to be watching these bands, and I know some little punk's going to hate the lineup out there. He's going to be on the line tonight, going, I can't say that word I don't even normally say, but he's going to hate it. He's going to start hating it from the minute I announce the bands. Give it a chance, you guys.
He's like, wait, 303's doing some things.
Oh yeah, it's already started, I'm sure. But you know what? Here's what I'd ask you to do. Go to Pandora. We just posted 150 band lists. A list of all the bands playing Warped Tour will be live. Take a listen, and then if you could actually listen to this, one, you're deaf, and two, you suck. If you can even write it hates. So right now, we're going to do, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to roll the Journey's right foot stage. Another girl alone at the bar. Like I said, I was going to go back to the basics, and I just want to inform my friends Pepper. They're some really good friends of the Warped Tour.
Yeah.
And if I remember the barbecues when they would play?
Yeah.
I'm calling them out right now. They're playing the open night barbecue when we're down in San Antonio. So plan on it, Pepper, if you're listening or checking this out. But right now, behind me, is a band now on their third world tour. They were one of those bands that drove around in their vans that first year. Then they jumped up to what was the Journey stages, which is now the Cyclops and Poseidon stages. And now they're jumping up to the main stage for their first time, and I really appreciate you guys coming out.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Give it up!
I don't love you anymore. I don't care how bad, since I don't know you anymore. You are a part of me. Now you're just nothing but a memory. No matter how bad I want, you're right back. I'm looking for somebody else to be here for you. I'll be sleeping silently in my empty bed to build my own space. Honest and scared with too much lonely space.
World Tour is just a special place where no matter what kind of music you listen to, every year there's at least a few bands that justify going there and being around all of these like-minded people that are only there to enjoy the music. And it is so fucking cool.
I see the light in your eyes, turn the blind eye. What are you hiding? She's screaming from the outside. Look at me and try to say I haven't been slipping away. Look at me and try to say I haven't been slipping away. I talked a lot about when I put this tour together this year about getting back to the basics. You know, it's Warped Tour back to the basics. The basics are the fans, the bands, and the philanthropic side and educational side of Warped Tour. We're going to take a second. This is the only time I maybe run a minute over based on our schedule, and I'll make it up. But I just want to read the list of who we've already secured to be out on the road. As many of you know, I wrote some pieces for AP Magazine. Some people took them well, some didn't. But I am a person, I try to be a person of action, and I promise you guys a program. So I partnered with the Voice for the Innocent to make your scene stronger this year. We have Action for Animals. Can you hear me? Feed our children now. The canned food drive is back.
Yep.
Hope for the Day. Johnny will be out there. He's been great part of our scene. Keep Abreast. Isla Booey is there for her. Non-Toxic Revolution. Music saves lives. And this is a little, it touched my when Russell came up to me and he said, you know what? 1,400 people have organized blood drives in their communities around the tour this year already. It's a record, you guys. 22 years in, you guys are still doing good. I know we have so many problems in this world, we can't tackle the world's problems, we can only tackle them in our neighborhoods. And that's what you guys are doing. We have Music Cares. You guys have friends that go like Music Cares. PETA 2. Support tattoos and piercings in the workplace. And a charity that really kind of got its footing out Warped Tour many, many years ago. He's done great things to write love on their arms. One of my longest partners out there has been Truth, and they will be with us for our 16th summer. for you to, throw it out there with some of the things you remember.
Sean, what's your best memory on Warped Tour? Let me think. Probably like when I lost my virginity on stage. What? Oh, like, no. I'm sorry. Like Warped Tour virginity. Like the first time we played on stage while having sex with someone.
Wait, whoa! Who were you having sex with?
Oh, Sirens. Well, I gave them their name. Sleeping Sirens. But
That's funny.
That's some good stuff.
No, you know what? We've had great memories on Warped Tour. Warped Tour is I feel like the festival is incredible. It's a great place for bands to cut their chops. It's where we really started our touring career, and most importantly, it's great for fans. I think it's a festival that's really open to fans. If you're interested in meeting the bands that you like, every band does a meet and greet every day. It's a cheap festival. It's very democratic in that you can see all the bands in the same forum every day.
I mean, just look at these guys. Make some noise. Like,
Yeah.
You guys excited?
I got a question for you guys. Tell these guys who was on your stages. Like you were on,
So the first full year we did Warped Tour. We did one day in our home. We're from Boulder, Colorado. We did one day. The first time we ever did Warped Tour was in 2007 in Colorado. There was a big storm, a hailstorm. You remember that? Oh, I know.
I told you to say rap faster.
Yeah, we sped up the tracks.
I'm like, I can't rap any faster, Kevin. You want to come up here and do it yourself?
But the first full year, we played with Katy Perry. She was on our stage. We had, we actually shared a bus with Pierce the Veil.
So hey, little known story. We shared a bus with Pierce the Veil. And every single day, about an hour before their set, our bus would lose power because there were 6 dudes using 6 flat irons to flatten their hair. I'd be sitting there, I'm like, come on, seriously?
Much love, but that's a true story.
I was trying to watch my Jerry Springer.
Right now, what I think we're going to do is we'll run that video for the Cyclops stage.
Yeah, give it all the Cyclops. Let's stay.
Thinking that 90% of the bands are from our independent label partners. Labels like Rise, Fearless, Hopeless, Epitaph, Tearful, Fueled by Love, these kind of labels. And I was sitting there and I was going, you know what, it may be time. I know a lot of people online say it's time for me to retire. That's what I read a lot.
No.
When's Kevin looking to retire so we can have a real tour? But I said, you know what, maybe this is the time to go to these labels who are working so hard. Independent music, everyone talks bad about the music industry. It's strong as ever, it's just different. So these labels, I went and sat, everyone comes to my office. September and October is kind of like a weird season at my office. Everyone comes over. So a couple of years ago, Echo Smith walked in with some guitars and started playing for me. And I said, you know what, let's give it back to the labels, invest them into this tour. And it was natural because Full Sail is about education and teaching people, and that's what Warped Tour has been about. And that's when you see this lineup, it's very balanced. We've got a lot of mentors, a lot of people who've been on this tour before. Hopefully, to teach some of these young bands how to represent your community well. Also, who's going to be my next headliners? And who's going to take over this scene as bands? So with that, we came up with this partnership with Full Sail where it's now the Full Sail label stage. So we're going to roll that video. These are the bands that I think you'll see on the main stage like you did 303 a few years ago.
Poor Tim having to film this for Brady for his channel. We're stuck here with these bands being announced and his hand's so steady.
They're the newest guys that they say are going to kill it out there for us this summer. Wage War.
All right, full sail. Let's have some fun, everybody. Get up! This is revolution. A generation running to become a pollution. One down by everywhere. Silence no voice over here. Say out to the system. By the what's like for them. What's the one you dare?
Where's the heavy bands?
Yeah, they're going, where's the heavy bands? So I was sitting there and I was actually looking at the Monster Stage, kind of became that space that people would go and hang out and listen to heavy bands. And then I was thinking that, you know what? What's better than one Monster Stage? Two Monster Stage. So maybe those kids that like heavy metal music, and I see it online, they hate the Warped Tour. But you know what I'm thinking about creating for this Monster Party Zone? A tunnel from the front gates. A dark tunnel that you can walk through. And you can just hang out in front of the Monster Party Zone and you can pretend you weren't even at the Warped Tour where people having fun. So what I'd like to do right now, and this is, are you guys ready for this? It was really fun to put together this lineup. I do like heavy metal music a lot. I know some of the press thought I didn't, but I thought it was changing and we need to embrace the young bands. Some people like had a little hard time last year. I just said embrace this young heavy music. We need young heavy music. So let's roll the Monster Party Zone stages.
I think that they might be more than. But this is.
All right.
Go ahead, Kevin. Give him an introduction.
I said the funniest thing about ska. Chris just turned 62 yesterday.
Yeah.
Ska never ages.
He doesn't look a year over 61.
We're only having. I mean, this is an entry. They've already played a full year on Warped Tour. 350 every day. Like we had a party last time you were out, and we'll keep doing it as long as this tour is going. Because you know what? Ska never ages. Let's go. Listen, Jay.
Yeah.
That last song, you guys were about as lively as the nursing home we played last weekend. Thank you very kindly. So for this next song, let's see a little more action. Especially from the gentleman in the blue hat. Yeah, you're very sexy, sir. Yes, you are.
The West Side can just leave town tonight. And I swear it's the last time. And I swear it's the last time. And the walk inside of the rain is all right. And the cracks in the ceiling sidewalks. And we'll talk about leaving town. And we'll talk about leaving. I swear it's the last time. And I swear it's the last time.
Hey guys, so that's kind of that, but I'd be remiss if I didn't say something. I was lucky enough to that my daughter was born 22 days before I started this Warped Tour, Sierra. My family couldn't be down here. It's weird when you're here, when you're on the road. You guys, you leave your families, your wife, friends. You know, and the only thing I miss tonight is my family. I have one daughter now, my youngest daughter, who wasn't even close to being born, Sabrine, is looking at colleges up in Boston. I got Sierra texting me, critiquing me by the moment from Loyola, New Orleans. I got my wife saying you need to do some push-ups when you get home and get
Dad,
back.
I hate that hat.
So it's like, it is the family. And ultimately, that's what music does. It brings people together. And, you know, I don't want to, it's not here to preach to you guys, but that's what we need right now. This country needs music to bring it together this summer.
By the way, since we're all wrapping up now, we did run into Brady and Tim. Brady's got his channel, All Around Orlando Vlogs. So we'll put a link to it below. He's not very talkative today. Woo! The band sucked the life out of him. Who are you most excited to see?
Newfound Glory!
No, who are you really excited to see?
Newfound Glory!
Oh, we just like giving Brady a hard time. So the show is over. We're doing the traditional post-show, what's on the floor. Very clean here, and like nothing on the floor. Well, there's one water bottle over there and a napkin and like a little wrapper. That's it. Yeah, it's very difficult to find anything on the floor here. All right, that about does it for Full Sail Live. We're gonna get the sign in there. That's it. Post Warped Tour spread sponsored by Winghouse. Wanted by Jessie. She's too involved. All right, we're back home from the announcement. Warped Tour this year, obviously, you know, we don't get paid from Warped Tour to promote them, but we do love going to Warped Tour. There's a lot of good bands. There's a lot of bands, so there's over 70 bands that are playing. So even if there's a lot of bands that you may think sound the same or bands that you don't necessarily want to see, you can more than pick out enough bands that are gonna occupy an entire day's worth of music going for you. And the prices are always pretty cheap for the festival. We always have a good time. You have a good time?
Yeah.
And one thing to note, so if you are a parent watching this, or a child that wants to try to sell this on their parents to buy tickets for them, they always have tickets that are free for parents. So if you buy your kid a ticket, I don't know what the age limit is for the kid, but then the parent goes for free also. So it's like one parent per kid.
It's 18 or younger.
Okay, so one parent ticket for free, and you have a parent lounge. So you can bring your kids, like Jesse and I were talking before. I think she'll probably bring one of her friends, and then Mary and I will probably go for the day, and you can actually split up and have an entire day to yourselves, or if you're into that type of music, or your kids are, and feel comfortable or safe. We've always felt kind of safe with the people that are around at Warped Tour, at least. So tickets went on sale today at 10 o'clock in the morning for the tour. We'll be there at least for the Orlando show. I think that Brady will be there too, from video earlier, and that's about it. So on that note, we're going to say goodbye for now. So thank you for all of your likes,
Your comments.
and your subscriptions.
Treat others the way you want to be treated.
Have a great night.
Bye.
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 And one thing before we go, thoughts go out to the folks in Brussels for their tax today. Completely ridiculous that we live in a world these days that you have to be afraid to get on a subway or a train or a plane because of people with senseless violence. We have a dear friend that's in Brussels that at least we were connected with this morning to find out that they were okay and not hurt through the attack. So thoughts go out to the folks overseas. I know we have a lot of folks that watch our videos that are over in the UK and overseas altogether. So, like we always say, treat others the way you want to be treated. It's not just a saying, it's a way of life. So thoughts and prayers to you guys.